Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese snacks and treats. Today we have a bit of an interesting one from Sakurako. So they sent us, this is the Kuromame Black Soybean Tea, which has one of the easiest ingredients lists we get on this channel. It literally consists of black soybeans and nothing else. Which should be interesting. And actually, since they sent us two this time, I've actually got it already brewed. I'm trying to let it kind of cool off a little bit. Hopefully I don't scald myself. We're going to find out how well I did. We also have a bit of an interesting situation. This is the vegetable Karinto. Now, we've had Karinto on the channel a lot. We've had a lot of different flavors of Karinto, a lot of different things with it. It's something that shows up quite frequently. But this is the first one that's saying that it is sweet and savory. I'm really not sure what to expect because the list of vegetables is quite literally sweet potato, pumpkin, carrot, spinach, and onion. And some of those, I could see working. Sweet potato, pumpkin, even carrot, right? Carrot cake exists. But the other two I find very, very strange. Stranger than the existence of carrot cake. So we're going to see how this turns out. I think this is going to be an interesting episode. And yeah, with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! So we are going to start with our, it's about as cooled off as it's going to get anytime soon. Okay, that's interesting. I feel like I could have let it steep for a little bit longer. It said 2 to 3 minutes in the culture guide. I went for 3 minutes. I figured, as strong as I can get it is better. I often let my tea steep for a little bit longer. It has a lot of that earthy flavor that you expect from soybeans. I feel like if it were a little sweeter, like with a little bit of sugar, I'd probably like it a lot more. And just because it does kind of have a similar flavor to like the soybean flour, which is kind of sweet. And I feel like a little bit of sugar might get it to that. And I do like the soybean flour a lot, and it got that kind of earthy flavor to it. It's not bad. I don't mind it. I think if I add a little sugar to it, I will actually probably really enjoy the rest of this cup. It's interesting. It's very unusual. So moving on to our vegetable Karinto. There we go. Okay. We're going to do one of these little green ones. I do appreciate the fact that they are smaller than the other Karinto that we've had. I think it might be from a different brand. In fact, I have no idea if we've even repeated a brand or not. We're going to find out. That is strange. So usually the Karinto is like a deep fried dough with like a syrup over top it. At least the ones that we've gotten, that's what the description has said. This one doesn't have nearly as thick of a syrup coating on it. And because it is not just, it's smaller, it's narrower, it chews a lot faster and it chews a lot easier. It's not bad. It is definitely weird. It's kind of funky. I'm assuming that's the spinach. I'm not sure how much of the spinach flavor I was getting, but it is oddly sweet and savory at the same time, as it says in the culture guide. That is definitely different. I don't think it's necessarily bad. I just don't think it's my favorite of the Karinto that we've had. I think we've had ones that I liked better. At the same time, it it's not terrible. It's not gross like I thought it could possibly be. And I did intentionally go for the green one because I thought, okay, this might be spinach. And spinach is one of the ones where it's like, okay, this is, if it can't make the spinach work, then we've got problems. Um, but it does kind of work, and that was one of the ones I thought might be most problematic. So some of the others might be really pretty good. I think Karinto in general is worth trying. Like I said, we've had some really, really good ones, and Karinto is a traditional snack with a long history. So it's one of those where you do kind of want to try it at some point if you're somebody who is very interested in Japan and Japanese snacks. Um, I don't know if I would recommend that as the first foray into it. Maybe for somebody who's tried a few and is kind of curious, it is worth trying just to see what it's about. But yeah, I think we've had some amazing snacks from Sakurako this month. Let's be honest, we've had some amazing ones. So yeah, I think they can have one where it's just kind of, okay, that's weird. Kochiso-sama. So to recap, we did our kuromame black soybean tea, which has that earthy soybean flavor to it. I feel like if I add a little bit of sugar to it, I might actually like it a lot. I tend to like my teas very sweet though, so take that with a grain of salt. I do think it's worth trying. It is kind of fun and different, especially if you're somebody who likes like the, I think it's kinako powder or soybean flour. I think that's the name for it. If you're somebody who likes that, then you know it's definitely worth your time. We also did the vegetable Karinto, which is kind of strange. It's definitely an interesting one. I don't think it's my favorite of the Karinto that we've tried, but it's not terrible. It's not that bad. We've had truly bad. It's okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Jane.